What happens when one of the most celebrated chefs of 2025 is suddenly torn from her world and dropped into the Joseon dynasty, forced to cook for a powerful king feared by all? No phones, no electricity. Just fire, spices, and a ruler with the weight of a kingdom on his shoulders. This is the story of Joseon. One eclipse, one ancient recipe, one chef pulled through centuries. Our story begins in modern-day Paris. Joseon stands in the heat of a French cooking competition. The judges expect perfection, precision, creativity, something unforgettable. Then crisis. Her stove suddenly malfunctions. The clock is ticking, but Joseon doesn't panic. With incredible composure, she recalls a traditional Joseon method, using rice straw to sear venison steak. It's a bold choice. The smoke rises, the flavors deepen, the aroma fills the room. The judges taste it, and they're astonished. Joseon wins, not just because she saved her dish, but because she turned disaster into brilliance. Soon after, she's invited to become the head chef at a 3 Michelin star restaurant. And just as this triumph sinks in, she learns about an ancient recipe book from the Joseon dynasty, sent to her by a professor friend through her father. A piece of history now in her hands. On her flight back to Korea, Joseon keeps the old recipe book close. Outside, the skies darken. A solar eclipse begins. The world below falls under a strange shadow. Mid-flight, a passenger's coffee accidentally spills over the book. Joseon rushes to dry the pages. As she flips through them, she notices unusual writing revealed by the stain, something ancient, mysterious. The moment she reads it, the plane shudders. The air thickens, and in a flash of light, Joseon vanishes from 2025, swallowed by the eclipse itself. When she opens her eyes, she is lying in a dense forest. The air is damp, heavy with the smell of pine and earth. Her clothes are torn, her hands bound in a hunter's net. Nearby, King Yi-haeon hunts, ignoring the warnings of his court advisors, who begged him to cancel his hunt during the eclipse. They feared omens. He did not listen. He sees Joseon, her strange modern clothes, her speech, and is baffled. To him, she looks like no one from his world. Could she be a spirit? A ghost? Before answers come, rebels attack from the shadows. Arrows fly. The king is struck, and both he and Joseon fall from a cliff into the cold river below. On the riverbank, Joseon regains consciousness. The king lies beside her, wounded and bleeding. She doesn't know his name yet, doesn't know his power, only that he'll die without help. Using whatever she can find, cloth, makeshift bandages, she treats his wound. When he stirs awake, his first instinct is suspicion, even hostility. Their words don't align. Her modern phrases make no sense to him, but she keeps him alive. Realizing he's too weak to walk alone, she drags him through the forest, hoping for shelter, hoping for safety. They find a small cluster of empty huts. Here lives Seo Gil-geum, a young woman hiding from palace officials who want to send her to the royal court. She's cautious, but she allows them to stay. Hungry, exhausted, Joseon digs through her pockets. She still has some gochujang and butter from her world. Tiny pieces of 2025 in the Joseon era. With wild herbs and vegetables from the huts, she makes gochujang butter bibimbap. The king, at first reluctant, takes a bite. The taste surprises him. Spicy, rich, warm. Then comes a memory. His mother's cooking. A time before power and loneliness hardened his heart. For a moment, he's no longer a feared king, just a son remembering love. Later, Joseon and Gil-geum walk to a nearby stream. Joseon searches for her lost bag, the one carrying the recipe book that might explain or undo all of this. Here, Gil-geum tells her the truth. This is not a dream, not a movie set. She is truly in the Joseon dynasty. As Joseon processes this, royal soldiers begin to close in. The king is missing. They are hunting for him. The episode ends here, with Ji-young caught between worlds, the king recovering, and a palace unaware that the chef who changed his life with one meal is about to change its history. Food, fate, and time itself have collided. And this is only the beginning.